Many thanks for staying with us here on Joy News Prime. 3 years ago, government launched the Nation Builders Corps, NABCO. The scheme, which had 100,000 graduates, according to government figures, was meant to be a training program to make young people employable and to offer some permanent jobs in places where their services were needed. Today, the program is ending for the first batch, and thousands of young people who are on it are living in uncertainty as government is yet to make a clear determination of their future. Now, the announcement of the program signaled hope. Here's President Akufo-Addo when he first announced the program in May 2018.
With the ultimate aim being to help guarantee employability of these graduates. Placements would last for a period of 3 years, earning them a stipend of 700 Ghana cedis every month. This is a modest but important beginning towards the restoration of their dignity. Beneficiaries will also receive continuous skills training and retraining on the job, both to equip and guide their future career paths. The security offered by this graduate employment scheme implies that graduates have sufficient time to make prudent choices on their future entry onto the labor market, on potential interests of starting businesses and entrepreneurship, and even on definitive clarity on further learning options, guided by experiences and the benefit of exposure to the world of work. NABCO is placing particular emphasis on some essential core values that are key to building and transforming a nation, and which will be imparted to beneficiaries. Values such as integrity, professionalism, hard work, patriotism, and good customer relations are deemed crucial for any nation to achieve significant output from the productive efforts of its workforce. In establishing performance indicators and standards for NABCO trainees, the scheme will deliberately target evaluative efforts of them to ensure the trainees exit comprehensively preferred for the labor market. Ladies and gentlemen, I hear you asking what is going to be done about persons who do not have diplomas or degrees. The answer is this. NABCO is freeing up the Youth Employment Agency, YEA, of the burden of dealing with everything to do with employment amongst the youth.
So when it was launched in front of thousands of beneficiaries at the Blackstone Square, many were optimistic this would open doors for them to finally secure a permanent job.
I completed university in 2014, but life hasn't been easy for any of the unemployed graduates. But then, with this initiative, it has given me confidence, because as a man, you need to be financially stable, and this initiative is providing such thing for us.
Having graduates and then you with your certificate and then you're in the house, you're doing nothing. Like I said, the depression, the psychological effect alone is huge. So when I heard it, in fact, initially I felt good about it. Just that, like I always said, people had issue with the salary, but I wasn't so much perturbed about the salary, because what I knew was that in life you need a starting point, and I realized that it was a good starting point for some of us to really begin our career and start doing something.
Well, it's been 3 years. While some have moved on into some jobs, many are still not sure what the future holds. I'm joined on Zoom by some of them across the country. Joining me is Mary Boafo, who is from the Ahanta West municipality in the Western region. Mary, how has the last 3 years been for you?
Hello, good evening to all of you, the viewers. It has been a very long journey, and the experience hasn't been, it has been an interesting experience. And then we thank the government for the opportunity he gave to some of us as some were saying that we didn't have, we didn't know what the future was holding, but the government has helped us. So we thank the government, and the experience has been so joyful and interesting.
Which particular module were you working under?
I was at Educate Ghana.
Okay, so you taught in some schools, or what exactly were you doing?
I taught in a classroom, and it wasn't only one classroom. It was a number of classrooms, because every term you are being transferred to another classroom. So it was an interesting experience.
Some of you, we understand, have been given permanent jobs. What is your situation like?
Okay, I haven't been given a permanent job yet. We are hoping that after this program, the government will give us a permanent job. And throughout the program too, we were given experiences regarding establishing our own businesses. So I think we will move on.
Well, we seem to have lost Mary there. Ebenezer also joins us via Zoom. Ebenezer, we have a good connection to you, tell us how the experience has been for you in the last 3 years.
Okay, thank you very much. For the past 3 years, it's been very nice. You know, NAPCO at the time when we had completed, and so when it came in, we had the opportunity to also show what we have. It's been nice. It's been a good experience. For the past 3 years, I think it's been good.
Which particular model were you working under, and do you have a permanent job now, part of those few?
I was under so I'm home now.
You are home now. I heard some of your colleagues say that they were given training on entrepreneurship, and some of them are using those skills, the knowledge they've acquired, to start up their own business. What are you doing?
Yeah, we had different ways for the pathway, and so there was people who chose the entrepreneurship. I, for example, chose permanent employment, and so for us, received anything yet. We are waiting on government. We don't know what comes out yet, but we are waiting.
Thank you very much. So those are some of the NAPCO trainees we've been speaking to. Many of them who do not have jobs now, they do not know what the future holds for them. But some of them also want to engage in other businesses by themselves. Let's talk to the PRO of the Secretariat. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, this is the PRO of the Association of NAPCO Trainees. So your contract is essentially ended. What is the way forward for you?
Thank you very much. And let me take this opportunity to express my greetings to Catholic NAPCO trainees who have, over the 3 years, seriously, relentlessly to improve the productivity of this country. Respectfully, as it stands now, the management of the NAPCO program haven't engaged us. We have not received any official communique or official information from management as to whether we are going home or we are still being on the scheme. And over the years, career pathway transition process was launched, and that was option to usher beneficiaries into the permanent mainstream job. And it was categorized into 3 options. The first one was permanent employment. The second one was entrepreneurship approach. And then the last one was further learning. And so we were being coached by our coordinators. We acted on our choices. Trainees, section of trainees who would like to establish their own business, a selected entrepreneurship approach, and also trainees who would want to be maintained in their corporate environment that they are working with now, also selected permanent employment. As it stands, we have gone through all the necessary directive, the necessary instruction by management, and today we were expecting the NABCO management to have sent us even a UCO message, but we didn't get it. And so as it stands, we don't know what the future holds for us. We actually know that we have acted on the career pathway transition process. We have gone through all the necessary procedures, and also we are waiting to hear something that is highly optimistic, something beneficial, something hopeful from the NABCO management.
That's the PRO of the Coalition of NABCO Trainees.